It's time for the Battle of Britain Part 2. We are taking on Celtic in the quarter-final of our Europa League tie. All the games are kicking off at the same time. You can familiarise yourself with them there. We will obviously have them on the latest scores tab when we're playing the match. So let's have a look at our opponents then. Their manager is a guy called Thomas Courts, who is Scottish. Wow. Never heard of him. Never heard. He wasn't really much of a player by the look of it. Livingston, Cowdenbeath, East Fife, about their biggest clubs he played for. But Dundee United, at Motherwell, and now Celtic are his managerial jobs. He's only 45. They are currently second in the Premiership on goal difference. I'm pretty sure they were top when we played Rangers. Rangers were second, weren't they? So the captain is Callum McGregor. Vice captain is David Turnbull, who is an attacking midfielder. Know the name. He's quite a decent player, I think, isn't he? He's at Celtic at the moment in real life as well, and he's been there for the whole of this save. We will just have a quick look at our schedule, because, as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, we've now got Liverpool in the FA Cup semi-final, which muddies the waters an awful lot. So I'm actually wondering whether I need to do Celtic home and away here, or even do Celtic Newcastle and then Celtic Liverpool. But I think I want to do both legs of the Celtic tie, to be honest, because I just prefer it like that. And then we can do Liverpool maybe as its own standalone episode on extended highlights perhaps, and do it that way. But this is a team I think I'm going to go with. A few changes. Dean Henderson's come back in, and there's a few changes all around, but Ben Sesko's finally decided he knows how to score goals again, so he keeps his place. It's actually only 3 changes. Gvardiol and Hannibal. Marcus Antonio pulled up injured in training the day before the game, so he's only out for like 2 days. It's not a big issue, but he can't play this game. So I'm quite happy with that team, actually. Gvardiol and White, very, very good partnership. Zabani on the bench. So yeah, let's win this first leg, take control. We won't have any issues with complacency, and Ben White is deserving of his place in the team. Let's just have a quick look at their lineup. So they are going with a kind of defensive 4-2-3-1. Callum McGregor doesn't play there. He's playing in a defensive role where he doesn't normally play, which is interesting. Right, we've got the latest scores up. We're going to drop an early encourage. I want to take control of the tie here. Ideally, I want to win 4 or 5-0, and then I don't have to worry about doing the second leg on camera, and I would probably even just go straight through to the Liverpool match. But for the sake of the episode, do kind of want a little bit of jeopardy as we head up to Glasgow. So it looks like we started all right. 2/3 of the possession, 5 shots, 2 on target. I might just drop it to balanced. Sometimes that just works a little bit. No goals anywhere yet as we approach the half hour. And here we go with the corner. Alvarez takes. Ben White gets up and heads over. And in true FM style, how is that worthy of watching it when we've had 9 shots and 2 on target? Why is that the one that we get to watch? Again, hate this game sometimes. Oh, Luca Netz has been caught in possession. He's working back though, and he's done well. And Alvarez to Gavi. Infield to Rice. And Foden's made the run. Oh, he's gone for the lob. He's hit the bar. As I hit the microphone, I don't know if that picked it up. I hit the pop shield rather than the microphone. Might not have picked that up. Atletico have conceded. Petkovic has scored in Rotterdam for Feyenoord. First goal of the night in the 4 ties. The BT Goal Show wouldn't be having a lot to show at the minute, would it? Oh, Ben White has picked up a knock. We'll get him through to half time, but he is going to have to come off. I'm actually going to say I'm not happy with that. But we will just have a little chat with a demotivated Julian Alvarez. There you go. He's motivated again. And I will make this change. Zabani on for White. And I'm just going to... In possession, let's just have a little look. Should we go a little bit more direct? maybe take the be more expressive off. We'll play for set pieces, that's fine. What if we look for the overlap and then we could stick the fullbacks, maybe stick the fullbacks onto attack, because quite frankly Celtic have offered us nothing. So let's see if we can just change up the tactical style a little bit. And I'm going to demand more. 16 shots we've had and 6 on target. As Milan have taken the lead against Roma and Ferran Torres has the goal. How are we not seeing any of these shots? This is ridiculous. But Roma have equalised pretty quickly. Justin Kluivert makes it 1-1 there. Right, here we go. Alvarez with the corner. And it's Sesko with the header. Oh, he's on form now, isn't he? When you're hot, you're hot. Ben Sesko gives us the lead on the hour. That's what we wanted to see. And it's Julian Alvarez with the assist. I mean, that is a brilliant header. There are 3 defenders around him, but he is giant, Ben Sesko. Can we go and make it count now? Gvardiol crosses halfway. Hits a lovely ball into to Alvarez. That's a great ball to Foden. And that is a very, very good save, but he was offside anyway, Foden. Don't need to see it. If it was ruled out for offside, it's not a clear-cut chance. You don't need to see the replay. As the goals are flying in Milan now, and Feyenoord have doubled their lead, and Petkovic has doubled his tally. Right, we've got Newcastle away coming up on the weekend, so I'm just trying to think about saving players for it. It's annoying that we're only 1-0 up. I'm going to bring Hossamauer on for Gavi. And I am thinking, do I give Sesko the full game? He's on fire, isn't he? He's on fire. If he gets a chance, he's going to score. And I could probably still get an hour of him out of him up at Newcastle. So what I might do is take off Hannibal, put Foden there, and then bring Dennis Mann on. And we'll go for that. And I am going to demand more. 24 shots, 11 on target. And it's only 1-0. Does that look like a really bad throw from Livramento? That looked like a foul throw. Zabani's knocked it down. And Zabani! Was that saved? That's an incredible save. But Alvarez is going to take the corner. And Gvardiol is beaten in the air. And Vinegra helps tidy that up. Oh, this is absolute dominance. And we're just not getting what we deserve out of it. It's Jared Bowen. Oh, good old Jared has scored for Man City against Ajax. Like I say, it's good because it means the second leg now is definitely alive. I'm going to drop a praise here. Because it's been a brilliant performance. And we should be far ahead. I mean, the tie should be over. We should have had that 4 or 5-0 win that I was hoping for. But I'll take 2 if we can get a second here. It's a nice play. And Sesko's in. Oh, it's a 3rd game in a row where he scores a brace. That's a super goal. And I don't know how much credit I can take for changing the approach to passing directness and things like that. All I can say is we did it and we've won 2-0. We did it against Rangers when we went 1-0 down and we won 3-1 in Glasgow. Maybe it worked. Maybe we would have won the game anyway. Who knows? All I do know is Ben Sesko has 6 in his last 3. And Foden has the assist. That is a super finish. And we could be in for a 3rd here, maybe. As Luka Netz intercepts a very poor pass. Rice goes across to Zabani. If we get a 3rd now, that's insane. Dennis Mann to Livramento. Gets it in early. But Wallstedt is able to take. He's going to go long. But we've got it again here. Nice little touch from Alvarez. Oh, and I thought Sesko was in for the hat-trick. He could still be. It's Declan Rice. It's Phil Foden. It's Sesko who's offside. But again, wonderful play. This is superb. Do we need to just change this up going forward? Do we need to change it to just be... I mean, we went balanced, we went more direct. We put the fullbacks on attack, didn't we? And we've come away with a 2-0 win. We should have won by a lot more. 16 shots on target, which must mean their keeper got a great rating, 7.7. But obviously, Sesko gets man of the match because he got the brace. Winning a good performance. And we've got to have another chat with Ben. You did really well again there, son. Well done. Daylight, 2-0 is massive. The other scores there, you can see every tie is alive going into the second leg, which is really nice, to be fair. So I've got a tricky trip up to the northeast now. Ben White is going to be out for 5 days. Doesn't matter, Zabani will play. Right, I'll get the Newcastle game out of the way, and then we'll head up to Glasgow. And he's done it again. Another brace from Benjamin Sesko, and he scored a penalty this time as well. He scored a really good header, and as I say, the penalty. Yassine Adli had made it 1-1 for Newcastle, but it's a big win for us. Man United also won their game. They beat Villa 4-1. At the moment, 6 games to go. Man United can get to 86 points. So we need, currently, 10 points to win the league, which is just outrageous. It really is. But we're in Glasgow now, and this is going to be a good second leg, I think. I'm just having a look at the team. I'm going to give Marcus Antonio the game off, I think. And actually, we will play Gavi, because he hasn't played the last couple of games. But what I'm going to... No, I'm going to leave it like that. I was going to move Phil Foden across, but we'll leave it like that. Dennis Mann starts. Julian Alvarez is back. We made a few changes from the last game, which you will see in the next screen, of course. 4 changes from the last match, but a couple of players played well up at Newcastle and have kept their place in the team. Notably, I think, have I kept both Ayrton Lucas and Caligari? Yeah, I've kept both the fullbacks from the Newcastle game in the team here. Forget all about the first leg, yeah. 0-0, lads. It's classic Sunday League shout. 0-0. We might have a bit of an issue. We have officially qualified for the Champions League. But we might have a bit of an issue with Julian Alvarez. Real Madrid are sniffing round him, and he's only got... Well, he's about to enter the final year of his contract. So, we might have an issue there. I did try and offer him one, but he said he refused because he was unhappy. Now that's because last summer he asked to leave the club because we weren't in the Champions League. We have now qualified for that, so I have had the news item say he's happy to stay, along with quite a few others. So I might be able to get him a new contract now, but it might be the interest from Real Madrid might again be a stumbling block. So we will have to monitor that. I really don't want to let Julian Alvarez go. As Zabani, he's hit the post. Goal there, and it's all over. Ajax and Atletico have both scored early on in their games. Atletico are 2-0 down, don't forget, from their first leg. Ajax and Man City, I think Man City edged it, did they? So that's a crucial goal as well, in fairness, for Ajax. As Wallstedt hits the goal kick long. Baptiste with the header. We lost Josko Gvardiol to a little knock as well, and Ben White, I don't think he's quite back from his injury yet. So we've gone for Baptiste. And here's Alvarez now. Oh, that was a good header back by Cumetio to Wallstedt. Why have we got all the players unhappy? Oh, god damn it, I've done the encourage. I've done the encourage shout because it's 0-0, but of course we're winning on aggregate. So they're all unhappy. That really annoys me, that does. Dennis Mann. Get a goal and you'll all be happy. Caligari with the cross. Declan Rice with the header! Headed it down, and that is poor from Wallstedt, but it is 3-0 on aggregate, and that should be us done. 20 minutes into the second leg. We are 3-0 up. Good run from Man here. Caligari just gets away from his man. First time ball across. And Rice holds off his man and just heads it down. And I think it's kind of too close to the keeper. He can't get down to it. And it is 3-0 on aggregate. And I will drop a praise in there now. It's a big, big goal. I mean, they're not threatening. I thought they would come out and go for us, but they are not even providing a threat. As Ajax, don't forget, we take on the winners from the Ajax-Man City tie in the semi-final. And at the moment, I think it's Ajax. I think they have their noses in front now. De Bruyne has missed a penalty as well. Roma and Milan are 1-1. We'll have a look at half-time. I need to refresh myself with the scores that are going on there. So Ajax are 2-1 up on aggregate, is that? Yeah. Did they only lose? Oh, they lost 1-0. Jarrod Bowen scored for Man City, didn't he? And it's 3-3 on aggregate between Roma and Milan. Atletico are still behind 2-1. I'm worrying about everyone else's matches now because ours is virtually done. But I'm going to say don't let complacency creep in. Phil Foden's looking complacent. Maybe I'll switch him with Gavi then. And I'm going to take Declan Rice off for Hannibal. And Zabani is struggling a little bit as well. So I'm going to take him off for Wayne Dakers and just swap them two around because Baptiste is right-footed, Dakers is left-footed. And a double change at half-time, which I don't like. They've made a change as well. Ruben Vinagre has come on. And I'll drop a praise. Oh, they've made a quick double sub there. So they've used all their changes already. I might have a look at their formation and just see what they've done there. I'm going to go shift it to balanced. That's a great ball. Is that one of the subs that's in? Oh, he's put it wide. Terrible miss. Yeah, he's just come on as well. Roma have edged in front against Milan. At the moment, it'd be Roma and Feyenoord, which was the Conference League final, wasn't it, last season? I've only got one more change I can make. Sesko hasn't scored yet, which is annoying. He's going to break his run of braces by the look of it, because I am probably going to bring him off. Let's play through, and Sandro, that's a super, super challenge from Jamal Baptiste. What a tackle that is. I would just get a slightly nervy if they pull one back. I mean, they've not been in this tie at all, have they? But the ball here, is it McGregor that plays it? No, Vinagre. Vinagre. But what? Look at that for a block. Oh, my word. Sensational. And I am praying that Ajax hold on here, because I would love to take on Ajax in a European semi-final. That would be outstanding. Sesko's looking complacent, so he's coming off. See? Absolute shite today. And I can't make any more changes. Come on. I am all eyes on the Amsterdam Arena at the minute. Don't score, City. Do not score. Atletico haven't managed to pile on the pressure in their game. Took a 7th minute lead. I thought, oh, they've just done it. They've just levelled it. It's 2-2 on aggregate there. I was going to say, I'm surprised after taking an early lead that they haven't got that second goal. Ayrton Lucas to Dakers. Go across to Baptiste. Oh, he's gone back to the keeper. Okay. Henderson goes a bit longer. And that was really, really poor. Cometio. And that is really, really poor. I mean, that whole passage of play could have started now with Henderson in possession. Because what went before it was absolutely pointless viewing. Caligari in for Gavi. Dennis Mann. Lovely ball down the line for Foden, or into the channel. Oh, and that is a terrible effort from Phil Foden. But this is good. They have come at us a little bit more, haven't they, after they made those changes. But we've seen it through. We're into the semi-final. It looks like it's going to be Ajax. That's going to be incredible. I can't believe Ajax have turned that around. That is exceptional. And Atletico's going to extra time. Roma have seen off Milan. So it will be Roma in the semi-final. But we will be taking on... Ajax. Come on, I'm really happy with that. Seems to be a real buzz. There is a real buzz around the team. Celtic Park looking exceptional there, isn't it? Oh, they've done it. Oh, my word, 120 plus 1 for Atletico's winner. They have done it. That is a sensational turnaround. And they will take on Roma. And we will take on Ajax. Woo-hoo-hoo! That is excellent. On the 29th of April, it's in 2 weeks. Oh, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We're on the verge of winning the first ever Premier League title. We're in the FA Cup semi-final. We're in the Europa League semi-final. This season is dragging on. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Well, I think what I'm going to do now is we could win the league at some point here. That Southampton game's been moved because that was up here with the Forest game. But I think it must have been midweek. And obviously now we're playing Ajax. I don't know what to do here now. I was going to do Liverpool. I think I will. I think we'll still do... It's an FA Cup semi-final. It deserves pride of place. The problem we've got is at some point between the two Ajax games, we could well win the league. So I don't think I'm going to do both Ajax legs in one video. I think what we'll do is we'll do Liverpool in the next one on its own. And then we'll do Forest and Ajax first leg in the episode after that. And then, I don't know. We'll have to play it by ear after that. But because there's too many, like I say, we're on the verge of winning the league. I can't miss out those two Premier League games at Leicester and Brighton. I just can't. At some point, we're going to have to play them on camera, I think. So it's just pretty much going to be, you're going to see virtually every game at the moment. So it is what it is. It's a business end of the season, and we are in everything at the moment, apart from the League Cup, which has already been played. And I can't even remember how we did in that. Not well, I don't think. Where is the League Cup? No, we lost at home to United in the fourth round. Okay, enough said about that. Right, smash a like on this, hit subscribe, turn on the notifications, look at all those wins. That draw with Man United is a stain on a lovely, lovely green landscape. But anyway, join me for the FA Cup semi-final. See you soon. Bye-bye.